This is going to be fun. I have to talk a lot. Hello everyone, GoodraFTW here, and welcome back to Season 3 of Shiny Showdown. Today is our final episode of hunting. This is the last episode that we'll have to use our sandwiches and hunt for more Pokemon so we can build out our final Shiny team. Before the final finale of the All-Star battles, which will be a little different than the normal All-Star battles. We'll have multiple teams, but we'll cross that bridge next week when we get to it. But I am joined by my partner in crime, LadyDunsparce.
Hi guys. I'm a little terrified with what's going to happen and transpire this evening, but we're just going to take it by storm. Last week was a little, oh, that was a big blow to my ego, man. I walked in with a strat, and it didn't work. I'm going to need some Pokemon to, like, kind of fill out this last team, and I'm nervous. I have to get those final pieces, and I'm not 100% sure what those final pieces are going to be just yet, and that is something that makes me nervous.
Well, you may seem very concerned, but I currently only have 4 Pokemon in this last stretch, so I've got work to do. I have to fill out the rest of the roster just with bodies, and I'm not very keen on the bodies I do have, I'll be honest. But you know what? We'll just jump into our sandwich hunting shenanigans and see if we can bolster our numbers a tad. So, since I did win last week, which you may or may not have known, if you didn't, you could go back and watch it.
You don't. We're not. Don't. Just don't. Just watch the first half of the video, and then you can skip over my demise. It'll only, actually, you can watch it. It'll take like 20 seconds.
It wasn't good for both of us, but I won the type advantage war, essentially. Speaking of types, I think I'll go ahead and pick our first type this evening. So I've been deliberating quite hard, and I don't know if this is really a type we've done a lot of, but I think I want to go for steel types.
I think I know why, and no, I have a feeling we're about to hunt for the same Pokemon. But
you don't even
know.
You don't even know. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing here. It's time to steel our nerves and get down to business.
I hope that you find this hunt to be fortifying and solidified. Meddle around with whatever those shinies you find, and
we're gonna forge the greatest team you've ever seen. Right here, right now, today, at this moment.
All right, I will see you on the other side. Good luck.
Good luck and goodbye.
Metal types. At the time that we are doing this, we currently have Metang and Hisuian Sliggoo as options. So I'm pretty excited. I'm going to go ahead and go for those this evening. I think that they're going to be a fun start, and we'll see how it goes.
All right. We have got a lot of work cut out for us because we do not have enough Pokemon for the finale. Hopefully we can get the Larvitar here, but if not, it's not a big deal because I also have found the Larvitar outbreak as well. So we will end up with something. But first and foremost, we want to go for this Beldum, which I may or may not have already pre-cooked in preparation for such festivities.
I would love to eventually do a prop hunt with some friends. I think that is the shiny. So am I close enough? I am. Okay. Yes, I want to stop, and I assume that it's still going to be there. Yeah, there we go. We got the shiny Beldum right here. Yes. Okay, there we go. Gorgeous. We're going to have that shiny Metagross, which is super exciting. Pending any issues, but I think Metagross is going to be a great addition to my team. Very bulky with psychic type attacks that I think are just going to generally be very useful. All right, that did not work. I'm nervous about using any of my attacks. I probably could safely use Iron Head. LadyDunsparce, you deserve a second chance. The Pokemon gods have given me a chance to redeem myself. I will not squander this opportunity. I don't even care. Master Ball. Oh my god. You do what you have to do. You do what you have to do. I could have had 2 Metagross on my team though. I want to vomit.
You better just stand still and let them spawn in. Is this it? Oh, yes. Yes. Beldum doesn't get explosion, does it? Okay, it only knows tackle, so that's fantastic. Quick ball, because quick ball. Nope, not getting it. Unfortunate. Come on, Beldum. Don't do this to me. Do not do this to me. Don't do it to me. Don't want to have to use my Master Ball. I will do it. You think I'm lying, but I am not lying. I will use the Master Ball. Don't need to. You just gotta threaten it. You gotta threaten it. It's gotta know. It's got no choice. You know, that's how you get them.
Gyarados is just a little noodle. Oh, I think that's the shiny. I think that's the shiny. Okay. Nice. We're gonna start with the quick ball. Okay, we cannot let this one. Oh, thank goodness. We got Hisuian Sliggoo as well. So we got the Metang, we got the Hisuian Sliggoo. Let's go to our Tinkaton hunt. And let's just, like, do this, right?
Oh, no. All right. At the very least, if it comes up, we can come back here and work this outbreak some more. So it's not the end of the world. It's a good thing that we get to save. But we'll jump back over there and then see what Allie wants to hunt. See if it benefits us to come back here or maybe go for the Larvitar. So we'll see what happens.
I gotta say, I don't think I can say much else about how that one went for me. Hopefully it went well for you.
Oh, swimmingly.
Swimmingly. Is there
Very
water
swimming.
type? Not me always trying to psychoanalyze everything that you're trying to say to me. Like, okay, what does that mean? Well, I think that this has been quite a weird evening so far. In terms of everything that's happened up to this point, so I think we should just move on to the next sandwich.
I'm absolutely for that. Let's move on. And you know what? It's your turn. I will let you have a turn.
Oh my gosh,
how nice
that's so kind. I get the, what is it, the penultimate sandwich here?
It is the penultimate
Lots of pressure.
Pressure?
You know, something.
Who has pressure?
Something that would help me deal with the pressure would be my fairy godparents. I want to go for fairy types.
Fairy it is. But do they exist? That's the real question.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess we're really about to find out. I know that we just went for steel types, but I think that there's still some stuff to be explored in the fairy type arena. I have no idea what you're going to pick out. Just know that I'm over here completely winging it.
Same. That's pretty accurate on both sides of the coin here, I believe. So
have fun and good luck.
Good luck and have fun as well. GLHF, if you will.
And HFGL.
There's still a chance we could end up with rock or ground type, so I don't necessarily want to do the Larvitar at the moment. Are there any fairy types available to us? Just out of the blue? I don't think so. Honestly, I feel like I kind of want to try for the Comfey. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Got our work cut out for us.
All right. I am nervous about what we're doing here. I'm going to start with the Flabebe, or the Floette hunt that I have at the top here. All right, what do we got going on here? This Florges. Oh, even better.
I think I'm just gonna go back to the Timeless Woods, try to get Sliggoo off of the thing, and also get potentially an Impidimp or a Mimikyu. Sounds good to me, honestly. Probably didn't go out far enough. A blue Bisharp. Okay. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take the blue Bisharp out of nowhere. There we go, on the board, full team, ready to go now. So we're big chillin' into episode 20. We're big chillin' now. So that, wow, that was a nice surprise. Wow.
All right. Oh, that's a shiny. That is the shiny right there. Right there, leading the charge. Separate. Did I get the shiny? Yes, I did! Oh my god, she's beautiful! Holy cow, yes! Oh my god, what a star, what a diva! What a queen! I think that she's more of a Pokemon that sets up. And I think that that is something that I am greatly missing from my team going into our final battle next week. So I'm hoping that Florges is going to be an amazing team member that's going to kind of help with all of those other, like, spots that, like, all of those other functions I need her to fill in, you know? She is gorgeous. Like, what a queen.
Yeah, I'm definitely along the lines of Mega Evolutions. Is that? Yeah, I guess Mimikyu is just our shiny staple. We can't go a season without a shiny Mimikyu, I guess. I'm totally down to play with it every season. Nice. So, another fine addition to my collection.
Oh no! I think that is the end of my sandwich, seeing that we got a picky peck here. But we did at least get Florges, which is a very hard shiny to come by. So I'm not upset one bit. Let's go ahead and get back to Dave.
All right, cool. Time's up. Yeah, that was one of the sandwiches of all time. that was such a good one. But let's get back on over to the other side and get our last hunt of season 3.
Hey.
Nay.
How's it going?
It is going.
It's going. Okay. Well, it could be, not going.
That is true.
So, I can't believe that we are finally at our final sandwich for this season. It just feels like yesterday this season started, and now it's already coming to a close, and it's kind of like bittersweet to know that we're almost at that finish line, and we really have one hunt left to finish out whatever teams we are bringing to next week's finale battle royale.
I know. I can't wait to hunt dragon types one final time.
I was thinking that. In fact, I think I said that the wheel has given us dragon types so many times this season that I personally have lost count, and I think it'd only be fitting if the wheel gave us dragon types one more time, you know?
Yeah.
For old time's sake.
Exactly. We started in our Lancera, we gotta end in our Lancera, you know.
Well, we only get to say it one more time this season.
For the last time, it is time to spin the wheel.
All right. right. Spinda has been such a great help to us this season. And honestly, truly an icon, a brand new icon for Shiny Showdown. We appreciate Spinda and all of its hard work spinning this wheel for us. And I feel it's only fitting. One last spin. Let's see what we get, right?
Dragon type.
Go ahead and count me down.
A 3, a 2, a 1, a spin.
All right, let's see. It is not dragon type.
Interesting.
We got dark type to finish out our final set of sandwiches.
All right. Well, I guess we will ride yonder into that good night. That's what it sounds like.
Well, I mean, all good things must come to an end. At the end, the sun does set, and we do have the darkness. So let's make a sandwich. One last one. Well, it's time to go. One final sandwich. One last chance to fill out those teams before the end. So with that, I don't have any puns left. I wish you the best. Genuinely and truly. Good luck, and I hope that you are successful in your hunt.
Well, I hope that you are successful as well, because you're going to need all the success you can get to match what I've got going on. Alright, dark types. I don't really have any dark types that I want to hunt, but I feel like we do need to prioritize the Larvitar. It would just not feel right to not end with the Larvitar, but fortunately we do have these nice little outbreaks going on, which will allow us to go for these bad boys.
I have no idea what I'm hunting. I think my best bet here is to start with Larvitar. I know Larvitar is a rock dark type, and I've got plenty of access to raids to it. I think I start with this, and maybe I go into Ghost a little bit later.
We just need a Larvitar, a single shiny Larvitar. Just one little Larvitar for my collection. Oh yeah. There we go. There we go. Our Shiny Showdown is complete. It could end no better way. It could end no better way. What can I say? It could end no better way. Can we get in a Beast Ball? I'm gonna see if I can get in a Beast Ball. Beast Ball, go! No, sad. We may end up needing to use the Master Ball. Never mind. Thank you, Timer Ball. Timer Ball coming in clutch. Sheesh, man. Sheesh.
I've spent most of this sandwich being lost, and I think that has been very detrimental to me. I think at least in future hunts, in future seasons, something that really does make a difference is knowing where you're going. And that is something I truly have struggled with this entire season.
This team will be unbeatable. It will be unbeatable. Unbeatable. That's what this team will be. Bear in mind, we might not have hit the maximum turn. Yes. Beautiful. Mwah. Beautiful. Mwah.
And there's Toucannon. I think that is it for our timer. It is. So, our season is over. All we have left to do now is build some teams and go into battle. So we're going to be taking those last Pokemon that we got today. We're going to have one final battle, and then it's time for the finale, and that is the most nerve-wracking part of it all. So we're going to keep some fingers crossed. Let's go check in with Dave and just see how everything went.
How nifty. Oh. Time is up. Well, honestly, I could not be more pleased with how our hunts have ended. What a way to go out for our hunts of Season 3. I'm blown away. We have some huge powerhouses to work with, not only for tonight, but going into All-Stars. It's gonna be fantastic. We are literally going out with a bang. This is gonna be great. I love it.
I need to introduce you guys to my team. So, today I am wearing a bunch of red snakes, which it's kind of fitting because this is probably one of the last times I get to thank my dear great friend Lord Drew for this amazing gift of Gyarados that has carried me through this entire season. Once again, Ice Terra type with the Life Orb. We've got Intimidate. We've got the same moveset. I am in my reputation era, just like good old Camilla, my Gyarados is. The second Pokemon we had a lot of turmoil for, but I decided I'm going to spoil this little baby because this is my redemption era. This is my redemption reputation era. So this was the second Metang we ran into. I caught it with a Master Ball and decided let's make it a stellar type because I am feeling feisty tonight. We put the Assault Vest on to boost that special defense, and then we've got Bullet Punch, Psychic Fangs, Ice Punch, Earthquake, with the idea of hopefully being able to counter whatever he's got. We just wanted to be full on offense while being able to tank through whatever move he could give us. We also have Clear Body that's going to prevent his moves and abilities from lowering our stats. So, my special defense is going to stay up. Next, we have Hisuian Goodra. So at the time we filmed, Hisuian Goodra was actually out in Outbreak. So it was really, really exciting to get this Pokemon from the Hisui region into our team. We've got the Steel Dragon type, and we've got Heavy Slam, Ice Beam, Thunder Punch, and Earthquake. I think you guys could see like a theme here. We've got Earthquake all the way around. We also have Sap Sipper, so for some reason we see one of those grass types, we are going to have our attack boosted rather than us get hit by that. But we just, again, another very strong set of moves that we are going to be able to use. And then last but not least, one of the coolest Pokemon I think I've ever caught on this series is Florges. And I just think the Florges this was such a unique find. Very, very difficult because they all like bunched together in the Outbreak. But super cool. We did put the Choice Scarf, so we are stuck in that one attack, but our speed stat is going to boost. We also have this cool move called Trick. So Trick allows us to switch an item. So we're going to Choice Scarf, use the, boost our speed, swap it with one of his Pokemon to keep them locked, and hopefully some type of non-offensive move that won't hurt us. And then from there, we can Terra Blast, Ground type, use Synthesis to bring back our health points, and then, of course, Moon Blast. I'm a little nervous because, of course, Florges is going to be weak to all of those Steel types, so we did switch Florges to the Ground type. I love this team. I'm excited to see what he's got cooking, so I say let's just get this battle started.
All right, let's take a look at the very final team we'll get to put together before our All-Star finale next week. So first off, we have Clarence, our very trusty Lycanroc from our good friend Lord Drew, holding the Clear Amulet to insulate against that nice Intimidate that Gyarados is always packing. We got the same moveset as always. Next, we have our King Gambit. I wasn't really entirely sure what item to put with this thing, so we are going with the Mirror Herb. Should be fine enough, I suppose. But we have Kotao Cleave, Iron Head Protect, and Sucker Punch, going max HP, max attack. It's really slow, so I don't really think we'll necessarily need to worry about speed. But we also have Defiant, which is really nice if we get... I mean, you can read it there. It's nice. Next, we have our Tyranitar. We didn't even have to hatch for it. How awesome is that? We do have Terra Ground, which is a holdover from before. It evolved into a Tyranitar, but we are holding the Smooth Rock, so that way our Sandstream does get to last additional turns. But we do have Rock Slide, Knock Off, Earthquake, and Protect. And we're also going with the max HP, max attack here as well. Next up, we have our all-powerful Metagross holding the Life Orb. Another reason why we went with the Mirror Herb on the King Gambit. I figured Life Orb would be good, but we're already using Metagross. So, sorry, King Gambit. For our Metagross here, we have the Bullet Punch, the Protect, the Psychic Feint, and the Stomping Tantrum. Also, max HP, max attack. We're not really worried about speed this go-round. So, the only, actually, dedicated fast Pokemon we have is the Lycanroc. Next, we have what seems to be my series staple, Mimikyu here. Holding the Weakness Policy. Weakness Policy, always really good on Mimikyu, I think. But we've got the Shadow Claw, the Shadow Sneak, the Play Rough, and we're going to go with Pain Split this time. And we do have max attack, max speed. Since everything else is kind of slow, we are going to at least hopefully get Mimikyu to be a little fast. I feel like with the majority of the Mimikyu I've built in the past, I've done a very, cookie cutter build. So I kind of wanted to just differentiate a little bit, so that's why we're going with the Pain Split and all this other fun stuff that we're doing with it. And then, of course, we couldn't not go for it. It was available to us. We had to get it. We have the Hisuian Goodra holding the leftovers, and this Goodra is going to be packing the Protect, the Heavy Slam, the Body Press, and the Acid Armor. Of course, with the Sap Sipper, we're going max HP, max special defense. Anyways, you just Acid Armor, because I think Acid Armor, if I'm not mistaken, is a +3. It is a +2. Never mind. But it's a +2 to your defense, and so it's just your natural body press shenanigans set. So you just raise your defense, and you just do a body press. Your attack stat doesn't matter because it's calculating your defense stat instead. And then Heavy Slam is obviously just more powerful based on the slower you are. So, slow team. We got a lot of sand immunity. So Tyranitar really fits in well. I could change Lycanroc's ability, but there's really no point just for this one battle. But this is the team, the squad. This is what we're going to be rocking with for our very last regular episode. So let's hope we can enter the finale with a good win on our shoulders and build on that momentum to take some extra games next week. You can't beat me, Lady Dunsparce. I'm in my Lancera, minus the red Gyarados. Alright, she does not know what is about to happen here. Alright, this is going to be one of the best. Look at this. Look at this. We got a full... We have so many of the same Pokemon. It's fantastic. Alright, so we got EQ here and here. I mean, this is probably fine, honestly. You know, I think I'd rather bring the Mimikyu than the King Gambit, honestly. I don't really want to bring the King Gambit. Nah, we should bring the King Gambit. We'll bring the King Gambit. Alright. But yeah, we got the full squad. We're ready to roll. Filled out the entire team this go around, so we are pretty solid, I would say. But we'll see what Allie decides to. Okay, so we got Camilla and Florges. Florges is gorgeous. All right, so we got an Intimidate coming down. Kind of want to swap out already. We do have the Stomping Tantrum, which is good. I think I'm going to swap T-Tar out for the... what's it called? And then I'm going to Bullet Punch the Florges. I think that's just how it's going to happen. And we're going to live and die by the consequences. We did dodge the Intimidate on the Metagross, which was nice because of the clear body. So T-Tar comes back. In comes the Goodra. About to win it all for us, you know, as Goodra tends to do. We're going to get a nice Bullet Punch off. Nice and one-shot Florges. Bye-bye. Alright, so let's see what kind of shenanigans Camilla. We're going to see the Earthquake. Okay. Okay. So in comes the Metagross. I'm going to acid armor on the Goodra, and I think I'm going to protect with the Metagross. Because I'm trying to decide, is she going to Terra Ice? Are you... she didn't Terra Ice. What a shame. She's Stellar Terra. Okay. That's pretty interesting. I don't think we've really used Stellar. I always want to call it Stella Terra. But I don't think we've actually used Stellar Terra yet. So we are going to see the Earthquake. It is going to hit Metagross for a decent chunk of damage, though. It was a crit on her own Metagross. Sheesh. Alright. Go off, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so... just full Earthquake shenanigans going on, I guess. This is interesting. What if we... what if we... what if we Sucker Punch and Bullet Punch it? Nah, let's... I think Sucker Punching the Metagross and then Bullet Punching Camilla is probably the better play. Maybe not? I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. I feel like King Gambit could possibly take at least one Earthquake. I hope so, at least. Ooh, just going for the Thunder. And hits it. And gets the Paralysis! Sheesh! Alright, well, we're gonna get... okay, I forgot she has the Goodra. I guess we just Sucker Punch Camilla. I'm gonna protect with the Metagross just in case. I don't really know exactly what is going on here. I do kind of want to save the Terra just in case we need to bail out Tyranitar. Of course. Of course. We're gonna see another Thunder. Which is fine. That's not like the greatest of damage. We're gonna see EQ on the Goodra as well. Okay. Huh. Okay. King Gambit lives, that's fine. Alright, can we live? That's the question. I'm gonna Stomping Tantrum the Goodra and we'll see where we get from here. Okay, we do get our Sucker Punch off. Camilla goes down, which is good, so now we don't have to deal with the Goodra. Which I feel confident that Tyranitar can deal with that. Especially since King Gambit is still alive. And we one-shot it, so it's all good. Oh, crit! Probably just speeding up the process a tad. We still had a full HP Tyranitar in the back. But we do manage to take the win for for tonight. So all that's left is next week's finale and final All-Star battle. We're going to be battling with all of our teams from the previous All-Star battles. So it should be a fun time. So let's close this episode up and be sure to join us next week so you can see all the fun stuff.
Good game!
A good game to you as well.
That was very intimidating to see what you caught so many Pokemon, and congratulations on finding your shiny Larvitar. I assumed that was Masuda, so great job, and I'm jealous I never got my Dreepy, but you know, it just shows, you know, I prioritize different things, and clearly I don't think that might not have paid off for me, and I guess I'll find out.
Well, it actually wasn't Masuda. There was an event going on with the Larvitar outbreaks, and I was able to take advantage of it.
Man, where my Dreepies at, Pokemon Pokemon Company. Wow, but congratulations. I mean, that was a well-fought match.
Yeah, it was that ended up being a little more awkward than I anticipated it being. Just the full like EQ spam I was not entirely prepared for, I'll be honest.
Well, to be honest, I learned in that battle what the Stellar Terra type does and doesn't do, which is very interesting.
That's all we got for episode 19, our very final normal episode of the season. Next week, be sure to come back and join us because we are going to be doing our finale, which is going to be a very large all-star battle. We're going to be fighting using Pokemon that we have caught throughout the entire season. So Pokemon that we haven't seen since episodes 1 and 7 and like 13. Like we're going to use them again. You're going to see them. Probably. I don't know.
They're my little babies. They're my children this season. I have to show them off.
But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss our finale next week. And until then, stay winning, friends.